Hey, what's up guys? Let's get into tomorrow's workout. And we have 4 exercises we're gonna start with this superset. And for the most part, they should look familiar. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna move these weights out of the way starting out. Let's show body weight first. First exercise is going to be a step back lunge. Form is always our top priority before speed. So let's say I'm going to take this leg, inside leg to you guys, reverse lunge back, come up with the knee raise. Same leg, the knee raise. So that's 1. I'm going to do 10 of these on each side, bounce check in between, reverse lunge back, coming up. You want to see it here from the side, better view, reverse lunge, look at my spine, coming up into this knee raise, this leg parallel with the ground. All right? 10 of those on each side. If you want to add some weight, if your form is perfect with your body weight alone, I can come back. Let's get the other side. I can come back with this leg here, coming up. Here. Notice how I pause in this up position to show you guys that I can maintain quality control and balance. So here's another exercise where I'm going to get you guys to challenge your balance, because the idea here is to what? Move well and move often. But we want to move often well. All right, so there we go. Directly from that, we're going to get 24 iron mics, split lunge jumps. I'm going to start in the bottom position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth, to get yourself up to 24. Directly from that, I'm going to get into my renegade row position for a dumbbell push-up to renegade row. Before we use dumbbells, let's look at the body weight only way to do this. So I'm going to initiate with push-up. I'm going to simulate my renegade row, push-up, pulling in. Notice I'm stable through pelvis. I'm not doing a lot of this opening up. I want to stay stable as I go through that. So if I want to do it with my weight, and I do 12 of these total, here's how it's going to look. Push-up position, butt's not up here, I'm not sagging, I'm straight line body position. Chest, instead of coming to the deck, it's going to come to my dumbbells. Row. That's 1, 2, 3. You get the idea. Going into 12. Rest as needed in between, but try to keep a good pace. Don't rest too much. From there, I'm going to get into this isometric explosive push-up. And sorry, I'm off screen here, moving those back. So here's the idea behind this. Push-up position. I take it to the bottom. Here's where my isometric hold is going to be, right at the bottom. So my chest is not quite to the deck. It's just hovering. And then I'm just going to explode. All right? So that would have been 1. I'm going to hold this down here for about a 5-second pause. If you want to get a clap, you can when you explode up. But the idea is to get into that bottom position where you're just hovering and hold that position for 5 seconds. We need 6 of those. If that's a little bit too aggressive for you, don't worry about the explosive part, but let's work on getting that hold to where you are here, and you get down to that bottom position, and you hold this. And I would say my chest is maybe 2 inches from the ground here, and instead of exploding, you just push up fast. Part 1 of the exercise, you're going to go through those 4 exercises 4 times. All right, so now that we've gone through that, let's get into the second part of the workout. And this is going to start with some either ruck squats or air squats. Let's go over the fundamentals of our squat. I'm going to get into foot width about shoulder width apart. If you need to slightly turn your toes out, you can. Everyone's pelvis is a little bit different than the next guy's. So the idea behind my squat is that my chest, for the most part, is going to remain up. I'm going to push my hips back like I'm sitting into a chair. All right? So notice how my butt is a little bit beneath my knees. So if you get here, parallel to the ground, that's where we want to be. My knees are driving out into this position. They're not caving in. My entire foot is through the ground, but most of the pressure is right into my midfoot. So, air squat, I like to, arms going out, coming up to full hip extension, hips going out, back behind me, hips coming back up into full extension. Down, pause, come up. Down, pause, come up. If you're going to do just the air squat version, 20 reps. For you guys that have a good handle on form for your squats, grab your ruck, grab some weight. Let's get it on the front part of your body. Notice you could either hold your ruck or you could put it on this way. And now I'm going to get under control, down, up. Down, 1, 2, up. Down, 1, 2, up. That's our squat. Notice this weight wants to pull me, and we saw some guys just with their body weight kind of end up like this on a squat. This is not a squat. Your chest should not be down here. Your butt should not be higher than your knees. Remember, chest is up. I'm sitting my butt back like I'm going to the chair, coming right back up. Right after that, 15 4-count flutter kicks, ruck extended. We all know this, right? Ruck extended, 1, 2, 3, 1. Notice that my head is not on the ground, it's up. I can engage my abdominal muscles and get into my 4-count flutter kicks. Now, directly from there, new exercise for your core. Maybe you guys have done a variation of this. 2 minutes total, my plank rolls. So let's say that I start out traditional plank, low plank, 20 seconds here. If you can see me from the profile, 20 seconds here, have your timer going. Without stopping the timer, I'm gonna go after 20 seconds, and I'm gonna roll into my side plank position here on what is my left side, staying tight. Remember, my hips aren't dropping. I'm driving that bottom hip up away from the ground. Say that's 20 seconds. Now I rotate to my other side. I'm not letting this hip sag, driving it up, engaging everything. If you can look at me from this position, I don't want my butt to be the furthest thing back. I want to be a straight arrow to you guys, and I want to engage everything, all right? So that would have been 20 front bridge position, 20 on the side, 20 on the other side. That's a minute. You're going to go through that twice. That's going to accumulate 2 minutes. You're going to go through those 3 exercises, superset fashion, for 3 times through total. Once you go through that, 1 time, rest a little bit, encourage your buddies that are going through it with you, and then get back into it. Form is key. Move well, move often. Let's have fun. Let's not be common. Let's hold each other accountable. And like I said just a minute ago, let's push each other. All right? Let's go.